So I'm gonna be having to rely on Twitch on my phone to see chat, because well, there's no way for me to really overlay it on a game like this. There's no windowed option, if you will. So, did I have a hardcore run going? Looks like I did, so we'll go ahead and make use of that. Let me make sure my phone isn't exactly gonna keep fading out while I'm looking at this chat. Alright. Now. Alright. There we go. I'm gonna get my deck set up too. It fell over. So, let's see. What? No, I don't. Wasn't trying to do that. There we go. There we go. Looks like everything's up and running. Alright, so let's see what I have to work with. I got the pin cushion like I wanted, but otherwise I think we're kinda... This run's not really as huge, I guess. I'm not gonna worry about quests right now. Not here, we're switching between all of them because we want to have the best chance of surviving. Because the way things are set up right now, this ain't going to be anywhere near as good as the last run if I don't get some decent artifacts and money. So, we'll start with a few minutes of fishing. Because you just never know. I mean, that's not bad, but you have to really be... You'd have to build your entire build on that in hardcore. And you'd have to have a good way of healing too, which currently I don't have. And now that's not going to help me. I hate to admit it, but a sunstone just has no help for me. Garpikes are like the weakest fish. More or less. That's the only problem with fishing. I mean, if you know what, if you get lucky, you get lucky. But I mean, for example, neither of these are particularly useful. I mean, they're obviously better than this, but they're not like that. You're trading their movement speed and dexterity for a little more health, and the fish doesn't actually heal them all that much. Unless you give them like a flawless, which is like 80. But if they take that damage, then, you know, I mean, that isn't exactly fun, is it? Real question is, why? Well, that's actually not too bad. I'll hold on to that one. Could be good for a pinch. The rest aren't so good. But, let's see. And then you have this kind of stuff happening where you literally get nothing. Even though you click it as soon as you hear the sound. It's a little frustrating. Especially when it happens 3 times in a row game. There doesn't seem to be any logic. Now, I said the last stream is like, well, actually this is working out pretty well, but this stream, most we've gotten is some fairly mundane items, really. We got the pincushion out of it, but that's not. We got the pincushion. I think I got one other thing out of it, but that's a good transform. But the problem is it's only going to last 2 minutes, which I don't know. It doesn't seem nearly as useful. And there's no way to attract fish faster. It's almost like Minecraft and how you got to get lucky to get fish. But I mean, maybe someone knows the rules to how to make this really work in your favor, but see, I'm already starting to get a little annoyed. And that, I mean, that's not even hardly worth anything. So, we'll cut our losses. But I mean, as you can see, we spent that much time and we didn't really get much out of it. Do I have any healing? I don't have any healing spells. I mean, it might be worth investing in that. That way I don't have to rely on potions too much. Potions will still be nice, but they won't be nearly as godly. Well, looks like the second floor resets, so we'll probably take it. Not gonna do that. I mean, I guess I could run in fear the second I get to the third floor and just hightail it up the stairs, but I don't know. I'm not liking the idea of dealing with a wolf right away. Okay. I don't like shrine quests, though. I mean, I'm level 8, but level 8's not good for shrine quests. So, 2, 2, and 1. I've got a portal, or no, actually, I don't. That's the portal back to the Chamber of Fate, so. Well, let's get started with things proper, shall we? Looks like I got decent stuff to work with, but we'll have to see. I mean, having a healing spell is better than not. It means I ain't running around freaking out because I'm at like 10 HP with, you know, basically nothing to work with. I mean, it seems like they don't gain any levels, though, so that's something. It seems to be the same layout as the first stream, but for this particular run, anyway. Wouldn't be bad, but it's still kind of bad. Well, that's money. I mean, I'd rather have, you know, I probably should have invested in a better gym. Do you have any flawless? You got, I've got the money for that, and it wouldn't be a bad investment. Hmm. It wouldn't be a bad investment giving our pet more health and damage, but I feel like we might just somehow end up rolling a lucky run and get a flawless fish from fishing. It'd save us the money for sure. You really have to be try hard to try and use melee. If you aren't specifically built for it, then it probably won't suit you to even try. If you can keep your distance and let your pet do the absorb damage, and you probably should. He's more of a meat shield right now. Or it. It looks like one of those mechanical drones, so we'll just say it. I mean, it's one of those cases of that is what it is, really. Also, I don't have anything, but maybe we can sell some of this for something useful. Not much. Alright. I mean, this right here is why I'm not really meleeing. Even though I kind of could. Wow. Why you'd use a shield like that is beyond me, but goblins usually aren't known for their intelligence. It's usually their craftsmanship or being lackeys to someone else. Maybe the evil lord overlord got some kind of investment in some dude that enchants stuff and got some shit stock or something. I don't know. We gotta make some shit up as we go. I mean, this isn't even an important location in like as far as the main quest goes. Oh dear. Oh boy. Well, that ain't pretty. Um, how does a rat know magic? That's a question I'd like to know. Also, ah boy. Well, reflect does not affect magic, so well, at least I got that. That'll help a little bit. But the fame, well, sure, why not? Eh, not terribly good. I mean, we'll give that to my pet to let it get some health back faster, but it's otherwise kind of underwhelming. Right now, it might be a good idea to invest in, I don't know, more magic maybe? I mean, I'll get some critical strike too, just to sweeten the odds of a critical hit. I don't think it gives me any more life steal when I get a crit, but critical hits can save your ass. You shouldn't rely on them, but if they save your ass, it could be useful. Well, drop Skullfoot or something. I know it couldn't be because it's not on fire, but one can hope. Nope, just a generic one. Not really worth anything. Honestly, you probably have a chance of getting more gold out of a barrel than selling one of those. Does my pet have any critical? No. It does sound like a couple of things to invest. Oh God, getting away from that. And that was bad news. Honestly, as long as he doesn't get his high rolls on his stuff, that might not be too bad. It's kind of underwhelming. I mean, the ice damage would be useful, but otherwise, kind of meh. Actually, I didn't know you could do that. That's something I guess interesting to know. You can shoot crossbows and other things for doors. Yeah, this is a carbon copy of the first floor from the last stream. Hey, as long as I'm not getting hit, I'm just getting health. And I always have a healing spell if it comes down to it. Underwhelming, that's only like, what, 8 gold? Save the antidote, but sell the coffee, because coffee isn't going to help us much. Mm, nothing in there. I mean, I guess he's doing decent damage, but he's not anywhere near where I am right now. So, no picking the boar, no getting the drone. Both are kind of annoying to listen to. cat also. Probably get the dog again. Well, that'll be worth money. At least compared to all the other mundane stuff. Socket items are always like worth several times more. With 3 sockets, it's really good. I mean, I know he can't do that much to me, but I'd still rather try not to lose health if I can help it. Finally, something enchanted. Actually, do I have any magic find? No wonder. I've got no magic find right now. That could be a problem. Wow, that's a lot of treasure, but yeah, it's a good bit of treasure, but well, that's infinitely better than that old one. That's not gonna help too much. Well, that's no good. Hmm. You know, mm, it's not terrible, but I'll probably hold on to that. I guess if I can kill things with the sword, I get magic drops more often. I mean, I do have the healing spell and fireball, so I mean, I guess that does kind of sweeten the deal to use it a little bit. Ooh. Well, I don't have a competent amulet right now, so that might actually be good. Just a little more sword damage. I think their stuff is largely predetermined when you enter the floor. Not terribly good, but it's not horrible either. I don't have any health regen right now. I guess that's alright. I mean, I'm pretty much at almost perfect condition, and my pet's terrible right now, so. Yeah, that healing spell will be pretty useful. If I don't die in one hit, like I did on the last run. The last run, I just simply kind of got unlucky with the Fate statue. Got a little greedy and, well, I ended my run. But because I think I took what 300 damage in a single hit. Yeah, that was pretty painful. It kind of made me sad a little bit because I think that was my best hardcore Fate run ever. Like not even when it comes to streaming, and just in general. Yeah, we're finding decent items now. I mean, we got about 7 grand from that floor. It's not terrible, but oh boy, small floor. Yeah, we'll stick to the bow. But I guess it's nice to see what I mean? We just got 72 from that. Well, no. Let's not get rid of that. Did I throw away the Griffin? I did throw away the Griffin. Didn't really help him much, did it? And I see we're already getting really good drops. Not particularly good treasure room items, but well, I already know that's not a light sword. It has its own model. There we go. You know what he could use? Lifesteal. Eh, that's not going to be of particular use to me. Alright. Looks like he's fleeing. what are we trying to accomplish here? So there's an amulet, and there's that. Should be doable. Oh boy. Treasure room. Okay. Yeah, magic find would be good. Can't pick that up for the wall. Alright, any big treasures? Mm, nowhere near as good. Wait. Uh, not that I'm really willingly using it. Okay. I think I've seen this path before. Alright, and then... Alright. Nothing good with that one. Oh, great. Haste would be nice, though. Okay. I mean, we already know there's the staff down there further to the east. Also, I heard the wolf, so he is indeed on the floor. Seems like a fairly pointless store, doesn't it? I suppose it's more useful against skeletons than it looks. Hmm. All right. Ooh, this could even be better than. No, it's not. Probably a good idea to get out. All right. Yikes. I was hoping I'd have enough stamina. There we go. I got him. Or at least most of them. I mean, poison might sound nice, but it's too weak to really be that considerable. I think it's like 1 HP per second or something. If they have any kind of healing magic, they can easily counteract it. Alright. Oh boy, more of them. Come on. There we go. Wasn't hurting that much, but it's still nice to get rid of them. Alright. There we go. It's not nearly as fun when you ain't got no super magic ice sword or whatever we had. Nice. Alright. Alright. Probably not that good, but yeah. Honestly, not that much better than a regular staff of that type. That must be the big one, huh? And as would naturally happen, he's weak to basically everything I don't have. I mean, he's even weak to this. Not particularly troublesome, just beefy. There we go. That's not even that good. Alright. Got a long ways to go if we want to beat our high score. There we go. Anything enchanted? No. There we go. Hmm. Alright. Well, that's it for this floor. We didn't really get anywhere, did we? Send him to town, and honestly, I think we'll just grind the 2 floors again. I mean, it's pretty much free. That's more XP and Thane. As well as Fame. That's junk. And then what will we get from you? Junk as well. Alright, let's heal up. And alright. I guess we'll try fishing again. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get lucky. Not much good, because they're slow. Didn't we find one of those in a pot? I mean, that's not terrible. But I'd rather just have an item with a pre-built enchantment than trying to enchant a socketed item. Nah. Ooh, there we go. That's exactly what we needed right there. I mean, that's a payday right there. Too terrible to be equipped, but boy, are they worth the money. They are worth the money. It's not the best thing you could get, but certainly worth it. Alright, one more time. Alright, I think I don't really like boring people with the fishing part of this game. But I mean, it's not terrible. And I could invest in uh I do want to invest in that for one of the various amulets, but there's always the off chance you just have something worth it for dirt cheap. For example, we'll start with this belt. Which, I mean, hey, that's actually good if you think about it, because what's that? You know, if they land a hit, they have to take damage. If I have to heal, that's 20 more HP for our current spell, and that extra magic, I mean, it's a small boost to our mana, but it'll let us use some good spells. Certainly worth using. And a defense boost always helps. Alright. Well, I was hoping to see something else, but I mean, I suppose I can't complain too much. Alright, next thing we want to deal with is. Oh, actually, let me check something. I think we still have that one bow in our stash. We may be able to use it now. Oh, yeah. I can't use it yet. But when I can, it'll certainly be useful. Because, well, reduce damage and increase lifesteal and regeneration will certainly be useful. But we can still use this. So, oh, oh, okay, we're stuck using the bow. But that's kind of unfortunate. It's kind of unfortunate, but we've got to live with it for now. Eh, well, this might. I don't know. See that I can. I know I can get a much better cap on the defense for the same requirements. All right, I'm gonna go fishing a little bit longer, just cause. Mm, I am trying to farm the gold. I'm not gonna lie. That's the whole point of this. The fish are practically useless to us. I mean, malachite, that's only worth maybe if I'm lucky 500. But at 500 it's pretty insignificant compared to 163,000. But for every seemingly hundreds of fish we catch on this, we get one infernal boots of the clog, or clogs of the klutz, rather. And that's what I want. Another big item. Maybe we can get one of those elite, like, giant axes or something. That's like worth like a quarter million or something. Or the cheese hat. That'd be funny too. That's not what I was looking for. Yes, we needed a dogfish. If you're using a cat, is that going to be a catfish? I don't know. All right, that's just starting to frustrate me now. I know patience can really do a number, but yeah, there you go, 500. All right, and now we go back here. We'll try fishing in this pond. There is no real difference as far as I know. I guess it's a matter of which music you want to hear, and this kind of disguises your failures. Will we we catch a lunker? I don't know. But I don't want a lunker. I want a. What do I want? I want a flawless fish. Or more artifacts. Instead, we get the lowest quality fish we could possibly hope for. And it's the one with memory loss, too. On a roll. Oh, look, we found Nemo. And we found Dory. What's next? Marlin? No. Oh! And I can use this. I mean, I can use the sword. I just can't use the belt with it. Actually. Ooh, that's interesting. I mean, do I have axe skill? No, so I'd be looking at. Hold on. I think we're selling that one. But damn, is it worth some money? I guess I got my wish. That doesn't happen often. Alright. In all seriousness, I want like some junk looking item. Yeah. Well, when I said a junk looking item, I kind of wasn't trying to go out of my way to say that much of a junk item. Alright, that's better. I think. I mean, I guess some reflection and dexterity isn't terrible. And then. There's a good chance this will be better too. I mean, that's not really that significant. We might as well just wear the matching set, but. Well, I know what I can do with that, so. Go to you, and hopefully he's got like a flawless gem. But he doesn't. It looks like. Oh, I can wield the belt now, so that works out. I mean, what's my magic looking like? 40? Ain't great, but certainly workable. Ah, heal our pet. That will help. I know I really don't care for grinding with fishing, but if it's getting us good stuff, then it might just save our ass going ahead. Also, I look ridiculous. Oh, Dory, why do you keep having to exist? Okay, I can't think of a comparable character for that one. trout. Well, who's selling pretzels? Jeez, we're just catching all the fish. I've never heard of a hatchet fish. And sure enough, we get another one. What am I doing differently anyway? Usually don't get this much of a string of quick and effective fishing. I had to say something. Although I was just getting a bunch of fingerlings, so. Ooh. Nothing useful about it, though. Alright. That's not even going to be worth my time now. Can't really do anything with that. That wouldn't be too bad, but I really want some magic find. I really would like some decent magic find. Alright, I just have to do this. Jeez. Well, I guess some strength never hurt for our pet, huh? Alright. There we go. That'll keep us alive a little bit. Alright. Anything else I think might be worth my time? Not really. Don't think that's going to do me much good. Hey, and that's something to give our pet. Except you don't have another one. Actually, hold on. It's more important to keep myself alive. If my pet flees, then what I might do, give my pet the strength, and I give myself vitality. It doesn't really matter if really doesn't matter if he survives or not. As terrible as it is to say that, mind you, I do. Right, and then we can put that on myself. Crap, but I can't wear that now. I could use some gloves. Maybe we'll get power bracelets. In all seriousness, none of these are looking particularly. Yeah, that's junk. This is more for shits and giggles. Yeah. Really, I just need new gloves. That's the most important part. If I can find some good gloves, then we shouldn't be in bad shape. Those are a little too powerful. There we go. That'll work. And I can wear that with no problems either. Still need gloves though. Because these gloves are kind of meh. I mean, 3% dexterity is kinda low. Also, I think I can use the bow finally. Yeah. Throw that in there and I mean, what's that? 18 or 17 life regen for me is gonna be pretty big. I mean, that's almost 1 HP every 3 seconds. Just about. You can get rid of that too. Well, they're not really getting any better on Derb. Well, there's an all around good bonus there. I mean, less damage, dealing more damage, magic find, and casting speed. Plus, oh, see, now I regret selling that axe. Because my shield's kind of. I just realized a lot of my equipment is shit, isn't it? You got a good shield? That's too much money. That's just a little too much money, I think. I'm thinking. Get a, gonna try and get something that's maybe around 30. Maybe 40 or 50. But not 100. And then you ain't got nothing this time. Also, I mean, I've got nothing to lose. I mean, if this is really good, I can sell that. But nah. See, I'm really just trying to find a good shield now, because now that I can use a sword like this, it's. I mean, the bow's still more powerful, but I'll have more health and a better chance of hitting with the sword. It doesn't really change how I play. I just want a good shield to go with it that I can actually use. Well, there's the glove. Oh God, I don't know if I'd trust those gloves. Well, I didn't lose hardly anything. I can get that in an average dungeon floor. Not particularly good, is it? But I suppose the extra defense is what's most important. Okay. I'll take some quests and then we'll get going. Sure. I mean, it looks like my pet could use a ring too. Sure. No. I don't trust my luck with the shrine quests. No. Like, they're all on level 2, so best thing to do now is if there's a blood gem, I should probably focus on investing on that first. It's a better bloodstone, but what's your cheapest rank? Sure. course it was junk. Well, it wouldn't have been junk for me if I didn't already have a decent one. The real problem with it is pets don't use magic in this game. It's not quite like, say, well, that could be a good investment. Even more health. That'll be useful. Alright, first investment. That's for my pet. And then what kind of name is Nightbiter anyway? I think you're an enchanter. That's not really what I need right now. You keep the gems, huh? Alright. Give our pet a sizable damage buff. Not huge by any means, but I don't think it'll be enough to be relevant, but what do I invest in? I don't know what I'd want to invest in with those. I definitely don't want to rely on drops. I mean, that's not a great ring for me, but the extra defense and damage reflection might be somewhat valuable for him. Really, I don't need to gamble for anything else. I just want a decent lifesteal. Wouldn't be terrible. I don't know what I'd want to invest in. I mean, damage reflection wouldn't be bad. A lot of things wouldn't be bad. But extra HP regen, that won't be terrible. Poison, I mean, can't see it being worth the money to invest in it, but I mean, I might just invest in a basic emerald. Just because, I mean, no matter what I'm attacking with, it could be useful. This is just more to see if there's any last sort of valuable type stuff. I've already got boots now. I mean, that's not a bad cape. Not terribly powerful, but I'm still torn on trying to get a better pair of gloves. I'm no longer torn on getting a better pair of gloves. I mean, I look freaking ridiculous, but I'm in no position to complain about this like my overall stats now. I think we're comparable to our last run. Comparable, albeit it's still no 80 electrical damage ice sword or anything. The sheer HP regen and lifesteal, man. Like, I'm just sitting here taking damage now. This is insane. I'm not even trying, and I have an 8% chance of magic items, so we should be. I'm not gonna say we're gonna be swimming in enchanted items by no means, but hold on. Let me check one more thing. We can pretty much identify almost anything now. Only the extremely highest enchanted items we can't do anything about. Meh. That's money compared to a default item. I mean, then we weren't swimming in. You know what? Here, try. Look, are you even trying? Look at that. That's pretty good. I don't know how effective poison really is, but this is ice and electrical, so it ain't. Do your worst, floating mine. See, now we're cooking. Alright. Well, we'll balance out dexterity, because our items are where really buffing us up now. Should probably invest in our sword. Let's see how well this does. Give them some break, I guess. What is the crit chance anyway? About just shy of 15% chance of critical hits. Plus poison. Although we do the poison with our bow too, so it's. We also have a chance of defending against attacks, but by how much? 6.5%? I don't know. See, that's not so great. Maybe I will need to invest in that. We'll save our fame for that. It's not something to be spending level skill points in. It also does some knockback, so. Poison isn't terribly good. Okay, see, I'm clipping that name because that's a particularly good one. Slag the Spoiler. That's a hell of a name. And this was rated E? I'm sorry, I have to chuckle at that name. If you're in Britain, that might just be funny. I'm from America. I don't know how many people are going to get that one. But that, for a randomly generated name, that's pretty funny. Some of these are just like, well, who calls someone nail biter, you know? Your mother must have really hated you. But slag the spoiler. that just gets me. I hope that clip went through. The greatest name ever. You shall live in our hearts for all of Twitch's eternity. You might get to outlive me, but we won't know until, you know, I don't know where I was going with that. Alright, yeah, this sword is kinda, I mean, it's better than nothing, but similarly, it doesn't have the same lifesteal that really makes the other one just so good. Here, I'll give you a chance. I think we have a special reminder of do not go in the Chamber of Trials. Not until we're much higher leveled. 300, 300 damage is kind of painful. Because if something can do like 400 damage to you with a single spell, a basic fireball spell where, I mean, keep in mind, at level 13 attack magic, and I'm only dealing 50. How much did it take for this dude to get like 400? Yeah. I think I even had fire resistance from the pincushion. So, yeah. Painful. Painful. I don't really need to be using healing spells. Either I let the bow do it for me, or... So you're basically just a monster with fame, huh? Not that I'm complaining. Alright, we've made it to halfway of the high score. That's actually pretty good. Obviously not the best, but it's definitely better than where we were. You stood no chance. Here's why no one invests in like stamina regen in the Latchite. I have 137 stamina. Look how slow the bar drains. Look how fast it replenishes. If I walk, look how fast it replenishes. It drains slower than it recovers. So even if I am for some reason running out of stamina. I mean, and if I just stand still, it goes even faster. I have no reason to run for a while. And by a while, that could be 2 floors, it could be 3 floors, but when I was using my sword, I may have struggled a little bit. But with this bow, uh, well, poison ain't gonna do much to the dead, is it? I think I've got enough magic to get the poison cloud spell. If I do, that's gonna be pretty wicked. If I remember correctly, it only costs like 35 magic. How much damage reflect do I have? I don't think I have much. 5%, 7%. I mean, 7%, that's not huge. You know? Could take this opportunity to fish some more, because deeper you go, the more likely you are to get better stuff. If you're on the surface, you're probably not going to get much. But if you're just a little bit lower, you may get something better. Not that we struggled, mind you. It just took a while. And here I was thinking this floor was going to be kind of small. It also gives our pet a little bit of time to recover. So, I mean, it ain't too bad. It'd probably take him almost 2 minutes to recover, but alright, that's. We can always send him to town for his health, though, so. Okay. I think that's it for this floor. More or less. Oh, wait, there's that giant room down there. Could miss the prime opportunity. There's Pico. Poison just prevents me from healing, that's it. That ain't too good. I mean, I suppose that would get you a little bit of money. There we go. Well, guess we gotta see if Pico's got anything good. Oh no, though, it's only floor 1. Guess we'll go with that for now. I mean, the Mustang's a little slower, I think. As funny as that might sound. Okay. Yeah, it's another Timberwolf. Except this time we actually have the means of dealing with you more effectively, anyway. This is a small floor, so can't do anything with that. As nice as it be. And the reason we want a flawless one is that there is actually, hold on. The Cerberus has entire immunity to fire, which is funnily enough something the Flaming Mustang can't say. Which means that 400 damage spell would not affect him in the slightest. He's also fast and has a good attack speed, so that's why his stats are just a little lower than the Flaming Mustang. Flaming Mustang's all like, whoosh. It doesn't really hardly. It isn't nearly as. Hold on. Do I have any antidotes? I mean, he's only got marginally more health than me. There's that. Hmm. Can't really do if anything with what you've got right now. But there is no sell button unless you send him to town. But so, figure we'd be better off just selling it straight to him. Pick him up a little bit more. Alright. Alright. I mean, those aren't terrible boots if I didn't already have any. But I think we already have some decent ones, so. Honestly, I don't think yeah, poison's pretty terrible. Unless it's poison cloud. But the damage of poison cloud is affected by your actual magic stat and not. As far as I can tell, it's not directly influenced by your skill. Eh, well, you know. A random item. Not much good, but still, it's worth money. There's still another. I mean, reflection does not affect spells, so just spam the hell out of magic. Hmm. Not a great item. Alright, go on you. I don't have that spell though. Alright, and then. Hmm, that's not terribly useful. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Just for shits and giggles. Nothing terribly interesting. If you have a flawless emerald, then we'll talk. And you don't have a flawless emerald. Actually, do you have poison cloud? You might redeem yourself. You don't. Alright, looks like we're about 3/4 of the way to the high score. So let's take some level 1 and 2 quests. Yay, an escort quest. That is, and it's find all of them. Sure. Alright. Now, if you have anything interesting. Did I ever get my pet a decent ring? Not really. Might be a good investment then. Well, that's actually not the worst thing we could have gotten. The knockback will keep him alive. Because, I mean, +4 defense and 1 damage reflect really isn't, you know, a miraculous upgrade for our pet. What will be a miraculous upgrade for our pet is. You don't have it, huh? Alright. Well, what we'll do. We'll reload. I'm not getting you another amethyst, though. That'd be a little too obvious to get you. Although then again, getting another amethyst would definitely go a long way. Nothing in particular. What about you? Anything respawn here? Wouldn't hurt to look, but a foolish, stupid rank. Well, I mean, that's what I get for investing that little. Now, that was actually decent. But admittedly, nothing grand. That's not stopping me from using anything, so. Could save Scum. That was a terrible gamble. But it's alright. I can always fish and make more money, right? Dumb and dumber. But you do have Poison Cloud. I mean, that's roughly, let me think. Well, that's almost 100 damage with that spell, and it's good for almost everyone around it, except for friendlies. Hmm. I could wear that, but there we go. That's something great. Because, I mean, the defense bonus is a percentage. So, I mean, for comparison, we actually get more defense. We get higher stats wearing this. We just lose a slight bit of dexterity, which, at the end of the day, ain't a terrible loss. It's actually a pretty good bonus all around, because it's almost like the bunny hood from Majora's Mask. Gonna run around look like an idiot too. Come on, spawn an amethyst already. There you go. Well, the more regen that the pet has, the better. So, one more little round of fishing for good luck. Hmm. All right. So, 2, 1, and 2. Well, let's try out the spell, shall we? It already outclasses that other one. it already outclasses Fireball because Poison is somewhere between magical weakness and not. Only problem, it uses a lot of mana. Like 60 mana. If you've got a lot of mana to spare, it's good to use. And like I don't know what the actual threshold is for magic, but the higher your magic skill, I don't know what the exact mana magic threshold is, but if you reach a certain one, you get a little more damage. It starts adding extra points of damage per second. It's great for softening up. Using it against a boss character is also not a terrible idea. It looks like this one's the same as last time too. Hmm. Yes, I will tempt fate. And nothing happened. Aw. I was hoping for something. Nothing particularly special. Mm, can't do anything else with that. Wow, we're definitely critical hitting. Haste wouldn't be too bad right now. Alright. Uh, I don't know, it ain't worth the health to me. Mm, yeah, poison even works against these kind of guys. We're about 7,000 points away. Or 8, looks like. Oh, nice. That's a little shortcut, huh? I was almost worried we'd have to go all the way back. Alright, I think I'm going to take a small break. I'll probably be back in about maybe 15 minutes. I'll have to start the game again, but... What? Alright, I guess I'll take a small bit of a break and then do some other stuff, I think.